When you were telling me that I should have Pimpleton react to it, I was gonna tell you that I've had issues with this guy. Like this guy was just being like an asshole to me in the past. And like that's why I literally, oh my God, did I tell you I had to message him and be like, you can cover this, but just promise that you're not gonna fucking insult my appearance for no fucking reason. And that was like a whole ordeal for him. Like he felt like he was being censored and it created this like uncomfortable environment. And so, I mean, like I said, I kind of knew it was doomed, but then I heard all these people be like, oh, you should let him do it. And I, like I said, I try to see the best in people. And I'm like, you can critique the video and it's fine. But it's like commentary people like this, they already have like a thing against me. And these communities are just like shitty in general. I think that there can be valid criticisms of the video, but you can kind of just tell with people like this, they're going into it looking for like a reason to laugh at you, looking for like a reason to like dismiss you. And so like there's a mix of like I think there's some stuff that was said that was like valid, and there's also a lot of stuff that's just like oh, like I said, like you said, missing the point. And there's so much that I wanted to say, but that I couldn't say. You know, God, it's just, and it's like this is not somebody who's watching this really in good faith, and also not somebody who like is super duper informed. Like a lot of the stuff, like the whole point of my videos, like these are reveals. This is stuff that like nobody knows. And so like if somebody's asking me like, well, where's the fucking proof? Like I show as much as I can. I show everything that I've been provided, but the alternative is just here's this information that I've been told. Like, do you want me to just like not talk about it? And like I said, some YouTubers could like make a shorter video and be like bulletproof and be like, this is the 1000% confirmed stuff. But, at some point you have to be like, if a victim is coming to you and saying that this happened, like, I'm going to fucking take their word because like I was, there at these games and like I know that shit went down. Um, when I talk to like, certain people, um, and they've told me like very reliable things, like that doesn't necessarily mean that every single thing that they said was true. But like if they sent me the audio of Jake Weddle, if they sent me the photos of Dogpack, like is that not enough for me to be like, hey, this person also sent me those things? Can we at least talk about those things? I don't know. Like I said, this is a guy who made a We Are Charlie Kirk parody of me and got all of his commentary friends to just be completely nasty and just like it's bullying. That's literally all that it fucking is. And so like I mean, I could send you. Do I even want to send you this? But you can look it up on your own. We are Rose Moulet. It's the most mean spirited, like garbage thing ever. And so, like, I know that this is the guy that we're talking about here. And so everyone's like, "Oh, but he's this YouTuber and he wants to cover your video." And it's like, fine, right? But like I said, his community is just not a community that I want to deal with. And like the whole thing just made me shitty, you know? I don't know. I'm proud of my video, you know? And I know that there's a lot of shit in that fucking video that nobody else is talking about and things that no one will ever fucking give me credit for, to be completely honest with you. Things that if anyone else had mentioned in their video would be like major fucking talking points. But because it's in my video with all these other things, because all these commentary YouTubers have an issue with me because I fucking call them out for like, sharing racial slurs in their chats or just like being really shitty people, like bullying and harassing people. And I'm like, hey, don't do that. That they don't like me as a person and they don't want to like report on anything that I do. I mean, like I said, this is the longest fuck message. I think you get my point. Let's see. I could have worded stuff more carefully. Yeah, I exactly. Like, but again, that's why I try to explain to him, like, a lot of the wording issues is because like I'm taking all of this fucking footage and I'm editing it and I'm editing it and I'm doing so many different versions. And like you even mentioned this with like the what was the one thing that you were like focused on? I think with Rosanna and the FBI or whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, with the thing with Jake and Dog Pack and the Ava chats. You were like, oh, that context was lost from that edit. So it's like I said, that's why I do these screenings because it's hard to know like what you can cut and get away with and what really needs to be there for context. So, I mean, it's all like a learning process. But then when I say that, when I'm like, constructive criticism, because that's what it's supposed to fucking be, right? But then they don't want to hear it. They just want to be shitty people. So like you respond civilly and they can't take that. And then they come up with some ever bullshit to try to dismiss me as a person and act like I'm not just being like reasonable and fair and like wanting to be the best creator that I can. It's like, oh, look at Rose, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's bizarre. Anyway, that's my response to everything. Um, and like I said, history is just that he went on stream and just talked shit about me. And I don't blame you for not knowing this, right? But yeah, we had like a 5 hour call and then he was just saying mean things about me. Or whatever. I mean, I give people like second and third chances. And I do at least respect the fact that he held up his side to the agreement. Like, I do think that that's a good thing. So, however he was on this stream, it's usually a lot worse. Um, how he talks about his chat, like that's just how he is usually. I don't know if you saw those comments. He just was saying that shit. Um, yeah. What? I don't even know what else to say.